Hi everyone, welcome to our next class, which we'll be discussing about research. So now that we picked our best idea, we're gonna jump into doing some research, so we can be specific with what we want to say. So, do you still remember like the where did that happen? The props, the settings, uh, the characters are involved in it. So everything that you can remember can enrich your story, when you tell it visually. So I would really recommend you to do your research. That's gonna really make your work much more meaningful, and specific. So let me share a little bit of a personal research I did in one assignment that I just worked, um, for me. And it's pretty much I just would like to share a little bit of it. It's a story of me and my mom when I was in my childhood. So I wanted so bad this toy, this castle. And at that time was so expensive. It was like it was. My mom didn't have that much money, so it was almost impossible to buy. But I cried so much that everyone in the toy store was freaked out. And they're like, "Oh, what a terrible mom." So my mom just had no choice but to buy it to me. So it's pretty much this story. That's the story, and the research I'm gonna show is the research for this story. So as you can see, that's me when I was a kid. I was very very feisty, and I liked to really very energetic and a little spoiled too. And here's more pictures. I can see that's my mother and me, my mom and me. And here's the castle. Is the gray school castle, actually, the one from Masters of the Universe. And I loved it. I had all the toys. And those some research pictures that I got from it. And you research, feel free to use the internet or the library anywhere you want. Nowadays the internet give you so many possibilities, for research. So easy to do research. So I would recommend you anything that can help. Like here, I used pictures from my family's album picture. So you can anything that helps you to be specific. So yeah, some more pictures, more images. I wanted to be really specific because I love this story so much, and I think there was so much character in that period of time, that I was. And I thought it could really help me tell the story. This is one of the toys too that is involved in the story. This is the car that my mom had at the time, and it was this old Beetle, really like old, and I was actually ashamed that she had the car because it looked so like it didn't look cool. So, and here is my personal story sample. That's the story that I was gonna tell, all storyboarded, based on my research. So as you can see right away, you can tell that the all the images, the research influencing my work already. And yeah, you see that, and you see the gray school castle in the back. So they really helped me to be specific. If I just came out of the blue and said, okay, that's how it looked like, it would look very generic. So you really enrich the experience. Yeah, so that's me in her old car. So you can tell, you can see the elements, pretty well. And me, how I kind of looked like when I was a kid. My mom too, that's pretty much how she kind of looked like. Anyway, if you want to see this story, the full story, you can check my blog, www.leomatsuda-blog.blogspot.com. And you can check the blog. The link is on my class profile. So please feel free to check it if you want to know more about that story. And now that we're done, I just would like to emphasize, please, uh, build like a folder with those research images. and try to apply them in your next when you start storyboarding, because that's going to be really helpful. So I hope this class was helpful, and I'm looking forward to see you next class, where I'll be showing you my research for the pretzel idea. Thank you so much.